Hello viewers out there, welcome to the part 2 of my video series Web Development for Beginners. So in this video I'll explain how to set up Visual Studio Code in your computer. So let's dive in. So go to Google and type Visual Studio Code and you will see there will be a link that says download Visual Studio Code. Click on that and then you will see different versions of Visual Studio Code for different operating system. So if you do have a Windows operating system, make sure you download the Windows version of it. But if you have an Apple computer, make sure you download the compatible version for Apple. So in my case, I already have Windows, so I will download the Windows version. Make sure you to click on the installer 32-bit, which will download the exe file. Once you have downloaded the exe file, make sure you run and install it in your computer. So before you open the software, I would like to give you an example of what a class is. For those people who doesn't have any knowledge about what a class is, I would try to help as much as possible by creating an example here. So let's say what we're trying to build here is a to-do list app. So basically the to-do list app itself is a class. So like if you take the real world example of a to-do list, some of the things you can do in a to-do list is like you could just write something, you can also like erase something, and also let's say you did a mistake but it was a spelling mistake basically, so you just do an edit by just erasing it. And also at the end, you will just view the whole list to make sure that everything's fine. So those are kind of the operations that you can do in a to-do list. So if you look at right here on the right side, you have those functions that you can do. I hope you got an idea of what a class is right now. I don't want to get into a lot of detail because this will really complicate you. So I would hope this example will give you basic knowledge of what a class is. Just like a class, I would like to take HTML as a real world example to the human body. So if you take the human body, you have a head, you also have the body. Everything comprises of a skeleton. The whole thing is a skeleton. Similarly, if you take the HTML language, the skeleton can be called the HTML. That's the whole structure. And in the HTML, you have to have a head as well as a body. But these are two separate components in the HTML page. So hopefully I think you got a basic understanding what an HTML is right now. Similarly, if you have the human body needs something to wear, so you will have different clothes to wear. So this is the same concept in CSS. Like the HTML can be the whole body itself, and the clothes can be related to CSS because you can have different clothes and different colors. I hope you got an understanding of what CSS is now. Now let's dive into Visual Studio Code and let's start programming. So once you open Visual Studio Code, make sure you create a new project. You go File. Oh, before that, let's create a folder inside wherever you want. So I'm gonna create a folder here. I'm gonna say open folder, and I'm gonna create a new folder here. I'm gonna call it to-do list. Once that's done, you can select folder, and this will Open the project and you will see the to-do list folder shown on the left side. Now in here, first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we create this project file, the C# project file. So what you need to do is click on View and Integrated Terminal, and you see a small box right here, and in here make sure you type .NET new console. This will create a CS project file right here with a dummy class right here called program.cs. And once you click this class, you see how a class looks like. So you see the class program, and you will see the functions or the operations right here. So in this class, it's called program, and also you have a function or operation called main. And within that main function, what it really does is it writes this hello world. So in order to test that, you can run this project. So in order to do that, you need to come to the terminal and you need to type .NET run. Then you will see that the hello world will be displayed right in the terminal. Right here, now you see that hello world is displayed here. So in our next video, we will design the user interface for our to-do list app as well as the CSS. At the meantime, make sure you like my video, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions regarding this video. See you in the next lesson.